What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Talking Bull podcast. I'm Anthony. This is the sinker over here, also known as Nick. He really wants to sync the podcast. Welcome to another Talking Bull podcast. We're going to bring you all your weekly nerd news as well as our topic. And this week we will get to our topic.
Yes.
Because we don't have a lot to talk about this week, unlike last week.
Topic good.
Yeah,
no, topic isn't good.
good.
Topic isn't that
No,
good. No, topic is pretty good.
Topic's all right. Well,
Do you
we'll
have your
talk
props?
about it.
Did you grab your
Yeah,
props?
got
I
my
see
props.
it over there.
Yeah, right.
I see
We
it.
got
I sees it. I sees
We
it.
got props. So
I size it. Let me see this.
there's our props. So you kind of figure out by the 1 second of I showed you there. That's actually just the bell clip. Yeah.
Anyways, continue.
So that was pretty much it for the rigmarole of thing.
Comment, like,
Follow,
subscribe.
There you go. Our mantra that I kind of have to tag at the end of everything because I almost forget to put it. Show the lovely people what you're doing so I can mention it. So if you haven't quite figured it out that well, we will talk to you about it, as well as everything else related to that. So, I think for our big topic, starting off with that, basically, or story, sorry, not topic, is Toys R Us filing for bankruptcy.
I did not see this.
That
means I want to hit the toys right fucking
well, okay,
now.
so now here's the thing.
Okay, keep
they're
going.
in bankruptcy, but they're not
Closing yet.
It's not chapter, I believe, 11.
11?
Where they're closing. This is chapter 7, where they're kind of restructuring.
Reconsolidating
So
and
they
stuff,
can, because they have $5 billion in debt. So they're restructuring, basically, so they can not have to go out. Yeah, and it's easier to do it that way.
Yep.
It's been crazy this week, actually seeing this news. You're like, what?
Still wouldn't mind checking out the good Toys R Us. See if they got any of the new Justice League stuff out there.
The problem is you can find all that stuff on websites that are better. Like Entertainment Earth, Big Bad Toy Store, even Amazon for the most part. Like,
for the most part.
It's cheaper.
But
and
if they're closing, it might not be cheap. They might have it on sale.
As soon as I find out what day they're closing,
that's why I want to hit it.
I'm there.
Because I missed the HMV one. We got it near the end.
We missed it, yeah.
But I missed the fucking strike, right? I missed that initial strike, which, interesting enough, no word of a lie. Saturday.
Yeah.
Met Christine at the mall.
Yeah.
Fucking walk by HMV. I'm like, there's movies. There's vinyl now because, hipsters.
I like that hipster.
All this, culture pop stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I thought it closed.
So what?
Look up top, and it's just like generic Steve's.
Yeah.
So I forget the name, but it's generic as fuck. Like it's not long, but 100% the same store.
Have you looked to see if that's an actual brand?
I don't remember the name
because I know in this
here.
There's a lot of like generic brands that we don't know about because they're up north.
But either way,
how?
Why would you immediately put the exact same fucking thing as HMV in that exact same spot, same fucking size, fucking selling the exact same stuff that didn't sell 3 months ago or 4 months ago when they closed? It's weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah, because I walked by, they had all the fucking figures, all the Funkos, all the little ceramic, cups.
But
100% the same store.
Initially, HMV didn't have a lot of that.
No, but they brought that stuff in.
I think it might have been the writing on the wall a little too late for it.
No, because that stuff was there for years. All that pop culture
but not
stuff.
like it was pushed to the side, kind of in the back.
I'm telling you, it's in this exact same.
Okay,
you'd walk by, it's 100% the same store, just generic Steve up top.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah,
that's weird, man.
Yeah, the same fucking corner, that back corner.
Yeah,
near the window has all the pop stuff, pop culture stuff, little comics, little fucking cups, coffee mugs, all that type of
weird.
shit.
Why the fuck would you do that? Then?
All the CDs are back. Fucking CDs, DVDs, Blu-rays, vinyls now. There's a big section of vinyls right in the center.
I get the vinyl thing. People like having the vinyl.
Because they came back, whatever, all that stuff. But 100% the exact same store, the same layout.
Fucked.
I'm like, what the fuck? Because we walked past it, and she was talking, and I was like, wait, stop.
Wait.
And I took two steps back, and I looked up, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, did this place close?
Yeah, that's fucking weird. this city, and I don't know if I can speak for every other city, but has an abundance of just random ass stores where like one closes and it just opens back up with something else.
Yeah, and
the exact same fucking nature.
Yeah, like, and it just is weird because like, yeah, like you're like, there's different levels sometimes within a company structure. So like HMV is up here. This generic Steve may be down here, but it's all owned in the same fucking umbrella category. Yeah. I don't know if that's the case. I forget the name of the store, but
it's like Best Buy and Future Shop.
Yeah.
Before they closed all the Future Shops.
Here.
Yeah. And it's like, why do you have two?
But they both yeah, and it's like for instance, I know like grocery stores is like
Metro and
you have like Loblaw, which is like the top one. Then you have Real Canadian. Then you have Zehrs. Then you have I think it's Freshco, and then you have another one underneath them, like No Frills or something like that. But it's all owned by the same thing.
Yeah, where I think Metro and Food Basics or maybe Price Chopper are the same.
Are the same ones? Yeah.
And it's
just
AMP,
like AMP.
Yeah. I'm like, why do you shop at Metro then? Just go to fucking the cheaper one. People are stupid. But like, people who grocery shop at Walmart are stupid.
I wouldn't grocery shop there.
Like you can pick up random shit there, random but like things, I would never
like
go
I pick up like
grocery
chips and stuff. Like,
well, even if you're like there and like you grab like chicken.
Yeah.
Like, but I wouldn't do all of my grocery shopping there. That's really fucking dumb. And I don't care if I offend the 4 people that watch the podcast because we know they ain't grocery shopping.
No.
But
I did not hear about Toys R Us. Back to our back to the fucking news story.
Toys R Us for like the longest time, like when we were younger, it was the end all be all.
I like Toys R Us. I also like it was in the mall, and it was where
KB Toys. That was a great thing in this. I don't know if that was here. I think that was in the States.
That was in the States. It was outside Sears. It was kind of like right where Green Earth used to be on the corner.
Okay, yeah, I know.
Huge fucking toy store in there. Yeah. I just remember like their logo was like a yellow bag with blue writing because I remember their bag was covered in the logo.
Yeah.
And
I don't know what that was.
I want to say like Master something.
Okay.
Master Toys.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't remember. But like I remember fucking loving that toy store because it was like I found it almost like I remember it being like I found it better than Toys R Us. Toys R Us had a lot of stuff, but I wasn't interested in like the fucking like the RV things, you know, like the little fucking trucks, and I don't give a shit about. They had a lot of fucking action figures at that one in the mall, and that's where my heart was.
But that's what I was going to say about Toys R Us
and my Ghostbusters.
Is they have a lot of shit, but it's like the same shit you don't want. Like they have the same 85 Batman figures.
Yeah.
Or if like you wanted the 4 Ninja Turtles, they would have 2.
Yeah.
And it's like, why don't you have all of them or good shit?
Yeah, or like, good quality ones.
Yeah, like they have like your generic stuff, but they don't have the good quality ones.
Yeah,
and if they do, they have one and it's gone.
I also found that they didn't have a lot of like boys.
Yeah,
they have a lot of Barbies. I remember my sister going there, and you know they had a lot more stuff like that, and they got a lot of like those things. But like like I couldn't find Ghostbusters and Batman.
Well, like finding stuff now, like I'll go there every now and then because the legacy stuff for Power Rangers we'll talk about afterwards is at Toys R Us.
Yeah.
But they never fucking have it. They always have whatever new show it is, and even the stuff for the new show is garbage because they just have like the generic shit.
Yeah.
It's like sell stuff people want and they'll come to your store. I can see why it's dying. I understand. Most big chain real like especially ones that cater to one
Amazon's
thing.
taking over the world.
Yeah, like we are losing the Bay and Sears.
Oh, fuck
like, Kmart's already gone.
Old people don't go there anymore. Even old people are shopping on Amazon.
Yeah.
Like, there's been a huge spike. I was listening to the radio this week, and they were talking something else is closing in the States. And it brought up the talk of, like, buying online. And in the report that they were saying, it said that there's been a huge spike of snowbirds, they referred to them as, and retirees who are now shopping online.
I guess they're, according to this article, they're mostly profitable, but they're just not bringing in huge profits like they used to. And I had another article, I don't know where it went, but they talked about their big brands, Mattel, like Lego, Barbie, one other big one, all being down in sales, like 24%, anywhere between 17 to 24%.
Yeah.
Just because like people don't buy shit in the stores anymore.
Yeah.
Like, and Walmart's got the same problem.
Their thing's always bare. A lot of their
Their
shelves
toy
are bare.
selection is absolutely
It's half an
shit.
aisle.
Yeah.
It's half a fucking aisle. And it's usually a lot of, like, empty pegs.
Yeah, it's generic as fuck. Hey, welcome to the TalkingBull podcast, where two adults talk about the toys they can't find in stores.
I'm just mad that I can't find the toys that I fucking want.
Seriously. Like...
Although, like, we could go to, if you want, like, I don't know if they have Power Ranger stuff there. They probably do. It's cartoon.
Yeah, they have more. Yeah, they probably would.
They got
I'm
not allowed in cartoon.
Me neither.
No,
the last time I went in
allowed.
there, I spent money.
I'm not allowed in there.
No, we should really go though.
Well, we should, but I would just I feel bad just walking around not buying anything.
Yeah.
But I can't start buying stuff.
They have everything, like from the lowest common denominator shit to like the big expensive stuff.
Yeah, like your Leos.
Yeah, like Leo. God, I love Leo. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, you can go to our channel and find the unboxing of Leonardo. That's what people do, right? They pimp their shit in the middle of their podcast.
Yeah.
It just sucks because we don't have a URL, so I can't say like TalkingBull, YouTube TalkingBull, blah blah blah, because we don't have it.
Google. You can still YouTube.
You can find us. You can look up Leo unboxing. It actually works. I tried it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I get bored sometimes, and I like to Google our links to see if
I
we
Google
show
our
up
links to see if stuff pops up.
on top of checking analytics and shit. So that's Toys R Us. They're
closing.
They're
Whatever.
closing.
Peace
It
out.
sucks.
You had a good run.
Yeah.
Represent.
Peace. I don't think it's going anywhere. At least not the next 10 years, maybe.
Oh, fuck
next
yeah.
5, I think they'll be all right. But, yeah, I think within the next 10 years, we may lose Toys R Us. I just think that going to the toy store thing is dead.
Mm-hmm.
So, this random piece of story. Remember the big-ass Xbox controller? From the original Xbox?
Xbox, like...
The original
Yeah.
Xbox, yeah. They had this controller. It was like fucking massive, and it got nicknamed the Duke. And
Duke?
This third-party thing was remaking them to use for the Xbox One, as you do, because
You can sell anything.
you can
and
sell
people will
anything.
buy it.
Yeah, it's the reason why you can buy wireless controllers for the super classic that's not even out yet.
Let's see if this works, so I can see what the pocket. I know what the controller looks like, but
I don't know.
whatever.
Anyways,
They're making a big one. Let's move on.
Xbox has worked with them basically to help make it. So they're going to release the Duke and the big one.
As a controller
Yeah.
for Xbox One.
And I'm like, that's kind of cool. It's
Yeah.
it's a throwback to old school controllers.
People will
which-
buy it. Sure, it will cost over $100. Sounds good.
Well, I think it's standard. It'll be standard controller price. It's like
Like
the
80?
like I bought the
The Vaders.
but I bought the 20th anniversary PlayStation
Yeah.
controller, which is the same color as the original PlayStation, and the logo on it, instead of being the new one, is the original PlayStation
Yeah, the
logo,
rainbow.
which is cool. People like shit like that because it sells.
Yeah,
it's
they'll-
the reason
I'm saying
why.
they'll buy it.
Yeah, it's the reason why you
I'm
can't
saying
find
they can buy
the
new-
NES and the
Yeah,
NES
I'm saying
Mini.
they'll
yeah.
buy it. They
Yeah.
can remake stuff and buy it.
Exactly. People love remaking shit. Look at Crash.
Look at
Crash sold like a
Terminator.
shit ton. Yeah.
We'll get in
To
there.
that. And then we talked a while ago about that indie streaming service.
Mm-hmm.
It's now offering a free 14-day trial with
Cool.
60 indie games. It'll cost $10 a month if you want to do it. I can't see me spending $10 a month to play indie games. Not a shot against indie games. You can buy it for $8 and just play that $8 game instead of paying $10 a month to play random
Yeah,
shit
like how
you don't.
many indie games do you play?
Exactly. And it's like Steam is bombarded with 85 million games a day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how many of this shit is good? What else we got? Speaking of Steam, Valve. So what happens is, much like every other place, you buy a game and then you go on Steam and you write your review about it. And you say whether it's good or bad or not. Well, what people on Steam do, because they're assholes, is anytime they don't like something that a publisher does, they review bomb the game. So they'll go on there and they'll just fucking say it's the worst piece of garbage ever, regardless of the quality of games. And it hurts the game because it makes it look like it's a bad game.
Mm-hmm.
So, but then, like, the next day they'll fix it. Or, like, later on, because everyone knew, it goes back and they changes the reviews. So, or they don't, and this game just is permanently a piece of garbage, even though it could be a great game.
Yep.
And it's hurting games. So what Steam is now doing to fight this is...
What Valve is now doing.
well, Valve, whatever. Yeah, Valve, who owns the Steam platform, whatever. Valve is going to have a timeline you can click on to see where each review falls. So, like, if it comes out that day and then the next day all the reviews go up and it's a positive review, you can see that. But then let's say the developer puts out a $40 piece of DLC and everyone's like, fuck them, and they give it all negative scores, you can see that timeline.
That it changed.
That it changed drastically.
Off
Yeah, because people
mad.
were angry. Yeah, they do it all the fucking time. Anytime they don't like something a publisher does, they review bomb the site. And it's like, first of all, why do you have so much time to keep doing that? Just go play the fucking game. I get the developer pisses you off. That's why we launched a podcast. But to go in there and like just have 14,000 people go in there and review bomb a game, it's like, what do you guys got to do?
Yeah, they have nothing else to do.
Yeah, like it happened with this big game Ark Survival, that dinosaur game I was telling you about. They did something really shitty. Actually, their game was in beta, early testing.
Yeah.
So like it was free to play or whatever, and instead of working on finishing that game, they actually made DLC for it and put it out as a big expansion and charged people for it. And everyone was rightfully pissed off.
So they didn't fix the game. They just kind of released the beta and then gave you DLC.
Yeah, because, well, they were still working on the game, but they went and did this side, instead of finishing the game to fully release it at the time. Because now games can stay in pre-development for fucking ever, because you can
10, 20, 30 years.
Yeah, look at PUBG. Like, it's fucking huge, but it's still in early access. That's the same thing with this game. So they released that, and everyone was really pissed off. They're like, why are you taking money? Because it was, I think it was Kickstarted or Indiegogo. It was funded.
Funded, yeah.
And I was like, why did you do that? Why finish the fucking game instead of making DLC for it?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a whole new area with all new creatures and shit. So you could tell they went and put work into it.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone, like, review bombed it, rightfully. But, like, and then the next day it was all great and hunky-dory. So they're just trying to get rid of this review bombing situation. Because, yeah, if you, let's say you're on the fence about the new Batman game.
Never.
Our always go-to is Batman. I don't know if you know.
Naturally.
It's easy to explain.
Right? Seated at the right hand, right?
Let's say you want to get Arkham Origins because you're not sure about it because it was done by Montreal Warner Brothers instead of Rocksteady.
Mm-hmm.
You go on there, you look through it, and you're like, okay.
Great game.
Great game. And then the next day, someone else is like, I'm unsure about this game. I want to do it. And let's say they announce the DLC pass, which rightfully pisses everyone off. So they go in and they just see negative scores across the board.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to buy that game.
Yeah.
So they're trying to get rid of that, which is good. What else we got? Okay, so kind of an update. Remember we were talking a while ago about Sony not playing nice with cross-play between the two consoles.
Yeah.
For some reason, on Fortnite last weekend, I was going to say last week, but I remembered I was reading the headline at the same time. It said weekend, so I just kind of like shuffled through that. Crossplay worked between the two consoles for a little bit before it ended. Yeah, something happened, wires got crossed, and it worked, no problem. And everyone's like,
see, it fucking works.
It works. What the fuck? And the guy who saw it took screenshots to show that one was a PlayStation ID and one is an Xbox ID, because you can distinctively tell the difference between them.
How can you tell by looking at that?
In the screenshot it shows it what it looks like.
Oh, okay.
When it was a gamer, I believe it said gamertag, might have said gamertag, and that's why he noticed it. And he took the screenshot and he was like, "Hey, what the hell?" And then they talked about it, and then someone shut it off because they were like, "Oops." But yeah, so it is basically easy as...
No longer can Sony be like, "Oh, it's too complicated."
Yeah. No longer is your bullshit reason a reason.
Yeah, just flip the switch now, right?
It worked, no problem. So all these games that should be crossplay, like Rocket League, Fortnite, like maybe even PUBG, shit like that. No reason why they can't be, other than Sony's a dick. So I thought that was pretty funny. Just randomly out of nowhere, crossplay works. Especially when Rocket League's developer has said, all we have to do is flip a switch. Clearly someone flipped that switch. What else we got? Let's stay on gaming for a second. So the Tokyo Game Show was this weekend.
The Tokyo Game Show 2017 PlayStation press conference. What did they tell me about?
Not a lot of big stuff, but kind of like, so there's an update on the release date of Monster Hunter.
Okay.
And there was a new trailer for it. which
IGN isn't working right now. I don't know.
It never goes off of the link.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
I don't know why. Maybe if I click view original.
Maybe. Nope. This has to be something with them.
Yeah, because every other
first
link.
First of all, why does it start off with m.ca?
Yeah.
Mobile?
Maybe mobile.
Maybe because you're putting it through mobile. Maybe
but everything else worked through mobile.
I don't know.
Comic book worked when I did it mobile. Yeah. IGN is just their website is awful. Weird.
I don't like their website.
Like
it used
mobile
to be good,
and on here is
a couple years ago, it was like
It used to be streamlined. Now it's just absolute
now it's
crap.
I don't like the layout.
There's no picture, so we're fine. Basically, they announced the release date of Monster Hunter, which was January 28th. But of course, this fucking article doesn't have it.
Nope.
Yeah, so the 28th it comes out, which was big because everyone was excited for it.
Released January 25th?
Nope, that's Dragon Crown Pro.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
Anyway, yeah, the 28th, I believe it is. Cool. That game looked awesome when we saw that one trailer. I started watching the new trailer. It was cool.
Next year, Spider-Man's supposed to come out, correct?
Yes.
18?
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't get delayed.
I don't think it would.
We haven't seen much of it, so I'm kind of afraid. Kingdom Hearts is supposed to come out too.
Well, that game's been delayed for 25 years. I don't give a shit about Kingdom Hearts.
Wasn't there supposed to get something about that soon?
But I don't think it will get pushed back a whole other year.
Nah, I think it'll be fine. Yeah. There's a new game called Left Alive from Square Enix. Basically, it's a survival horror shooter, which sounds awesome. There it is, 26th, 2018 for Monster Hunter. I was a day off.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. You can unlock it that night. There you go. That's my bullshit. You can pre-order it now if you want, blah, 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 if you feel the need to pre-order shit. I hate pre-orders that come with the CD for the game, because, like, first of all, who wants the soundtrack? What did
I want to get the other day? Oh, I want to get fucking wrestling.
Yeah.
Fuck, I want to get wrestling after watching that
so
trailer.
I'm going to backtrack for a second, because I said who wants the game soundtrack. I've gone and listened to soundtrack stuff, and some of it's cool, because you just like the theme. Yeah. But it's on Spotify, so why the fuck would you want the actual CD?
Yeah, the OSTs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
but I want to get fucking wrestling. I wanted to play that.
Yeah, we'll do that, and we'll do a Let's Play for that.
And then I was looking at Telltale, like Batman.
Yeah.
The second episode comes out on Tuesday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna?
No, I want to wait.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait until I have all 5 episodes.
I thought maybe
so,
to
like,
do the
based
first
on the structure.
two.
Based on the structure, it should be out by the end of the year, though. As long as they don't fall behind, it should be out by the end of the year, so I could play like maybe Christmas break or whatever.
You should do an alternate playthrough
of the first
one for the channel.
I wouldn't mind doing the first one.
Yeah, you could do the first one for the channel.
Because
it would take like what, 3 hours?
Yeah,
maybe?
to play the whole fucking game.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
No, it's not.
Oh, so fucking.
We just do crazy choices.
Shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just do the crazy wild ones.
Yeah.
And all the opposite ones I kind of did. It's so cool how it branches off like that.
I like that. I like branching stuff. Like,
yeah, like
not
both
crazy.
mine and your game are different to the point where we can't play together
branching,
downstairs.
Yeah, I like branching, but I don't like branching where it completely leads to an alternate thing, and you have to play it twice.
Yeah, like this one is still linear in
the
point that like I can't make different choices again.
It all leads to the same kind of conclusion,
idea,
but it's not drastically thing.
Yeah.
Like I really do hate that. I don't mind good bad endings, but I hate that I have to go back and make a shit ton of choices.
Yeah, especially if the game is like really long.
Yeah. Especially when it's tied to trophies. Mm-hmm. That's fucking annoying, because then you have to, like, Infamous.
Yeah,
it's a long fucking game, and then to play it twice is kind of stupid.
Yeah, like
I argue that point, except we played DC Online 3 times to get the
six times
to get the platinum.
To get the platinum, only game I platinumed, but I played it 6 times.
Man, if you want any game to platinum,
that is
easy.
It. Like, you just gotta play it 6 times.
You gotta do that for Destiny too.
Yeah, you just gotta play it 6 times. So if you play it 6 times, you will platinum that game, and I believe that's the only platinum I have.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, I have that, Need for Speed, Ratchet and Clank, and I can't remember the other one. And I technically should have Fallout, but DC decided to erase my system.
Yeah, when we were playing DC Online, it crapped out.
Yeah, so a few years ago we were playing DC Online, and we're in the middle of a mission, and
Didn't you fall through the game? Like how you get lost in that thing?
I fell through the game, came back, landed perfectly fine, and then my system froze.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, fuck, what do I... Okay, well, I guess I have to unplug it.
Yeah, unplug
like, because I couldn't do anything else and wouldn't do it. So I had to unplug it and plug it back in. And when I turned it on, it was gone. It had wiped my hard drive completely.
The entire thing was fucking clean.
I lost
like what?
Everything.
4, maybe... Oh. This is on the PS3.
Yeah,
right?
It was 4 years of stuff.
It had to be 4 to 6 years of games. I was
not impressed.
I was fucking dying.
I'm about to throw it through the window. This motherfucker's on the floor laughing his ass off. Oh man, it
was so funny.
That is my worst day of gaming ever because it erased my Fallout
6
save.
years of games just fucking gone. Whoosh.
And the only thing I was really worried about, like, it was Fallout.
Because you were playing that actively at the time.
Yeah, and I was trying to get everything in that game, and that, like, I was so mad. And everyone's like, why didn't you use the cloud save? And I'm like, well, this because it was before cloud saves. Mm-hmm. So now I cloud everything, and occasionally I back shit up because I don't want it. I'm terrified it will happen again because I don't want to lose that shit. They showed off a new trailer for Shadow of Colossus. We watched that trailer before I think E3. We watched that one trailer.
Yeah.
Looks so good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they did a shot-for-shot comparison again with more of the creatures. They are completely fucking rebuilding this game. It looks fantastic. I killed 3 Colossus in the remastered of the PS3 game because I never played it on PS2. But the controls are so fucking dated, it's really hard to play. And this one has updated controls, so I might pick this up because it's going to be one of those like Ratchet budget titles when they release it, mm-hmm. which I'm okay with. And since I didn't finish the other game, I'm like fine. But it looks amazing. Final Fantasy IX for the first time ever was released on the PlayStation 4. Everybody loves that one. Unlike that piece of shit I was playing, that I stopped playing because I hate it.
Yeah.
What was that? Final Fantasy 11?
11, I think.
Yeah, it was 11. Fuck that game. And then fuck Final Fantasy 11 too. Yeah. It came out that day. When they announced it during the thing. Mm-hmm. I love when they do that. They're talking about something like, and you can get it now. And then you go to try to do it and it doesn't work.
No, naturally. Because it's like, okay, we lied.
Yeah, we lied.
Get it next week.
Stop saying That's pretty much it for shit I care about on here. Nothing else is really that important, and I barely cared about the Final Fantasy thing.
Sounds good.
I looked to see if it was cross-play for the Vita, because I'm like, I would like to finish more Final Fantasy games, mm-hmm. and 9 is, like, it's beloved, and usually when something's beloved, it means it's actually decent. So I was like, whatever. South Park has gone gold, which means it will get released on time, which is awesome. South
Next
Park.
month?
Yeah, I believe so.
I think it's October.
Yeah. Could be wrong. But, we'll just make updates as we go. But
it's definitely this year.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. I
so
believe
it's,
it is
it's October,
November.
I believe but I think it's October.
That's Lightning.
McQueen?
No, that's Lightning for Final Fantasy 11. Girl walked into the store the other day, and I was like, she had that exact almost outfit looking with that hair.
Oh, yeah?
And I'm like...
She did that purposely?
Maybe? And, like, I'm the only really giant nerd at work, so I'm like, oh, fucking... Said the girl. I was like, she looks like Lightning for Final Fantasy. And the girl was like, okay.
Okay, yeah. You're a loser.
Yeah, you're a loser. Get away from me.
Stop talking to me.
Yeah, stop talking to me. Sir, we're going to need you to go back inside. So I sent her a Snapchat of that shot, and I was like, that was the girl I was talking about. And she was like, how'd you get this number? No.
Did she say that? No, she knew you were. Okay.
No.
That would have been funny. She's like, who is this?
She's a friend of mine from work. But
Okay. That's when she's like, how'd you get
For
this
the
number?
sake of storytelling, I just thought that was funny.
She was like, how'd you get this
How'd
number?
you get this number? So, earlier this week, Damon
Lindelof.
Lindelof? I don't know why I tried to leave names and not just let you do it. Teased the start of pre-production of the Watchmen series.
For HBO.
For HBO, which... and then
They ordered more scripts the
what
next
happened
day.
was the next day, they pretty much were like, yeah, we're going.
Yeah.
This
they ordered more
article
scripts and
was
stuff.
delayed, which I'm like, yes. If there's anything I want doing this, it's fucking HBO.
It's HBO.
Because have you ever heard of
the only
HBO
thing
fucking shit up?
No. The only thing is, like, I was reading it, I saw it, I'm like, yeah, I'll check it out. It's HBO, it's Watchmen. I'm game. I'll give you a few episodes, check it out.
Yeah.
But then I was kind of like, you know what though? This would have been a good thing to fucking hold off on a little bit and put on your DC network if that thing is truly happening.
Yeah.
Right?
I think with this, they don't want to lock it behind it. You know
It's
what I
already
mean?
locked. You need to have HBO to watch it. You're paying to watch this.
But I'm saying more people have HBO.
Oh yeah, then obviously
they
no
do
one
this.
has the DC on.
Game of
thing.
Thrones is the most watched and downloaded show of all time. Like,
Yeah. But
more
that
people
was my
steal
only
this than
thing. Is
loaves
like
of bread.
that was my only thing. Is like you keep reading about like there's that other one like not that I'm interested in this at all. Is the Krypton, the one on Sci-Fi?
And I'm gonna watch one episode to see how it is.
But I'm like, that's something that again, like, if you wanna have a network of shows,
yeah.
why are you now branching to these weird things like HBO and Sci-Fi, where you're like, you could have held on, like it's not coming out. It's coming out the same fucking year. They all release next year. They all release the same.
See, the only thing
So,
I
like,
could
you
think
could've
of
just-
is maybe they were afraid how this network would do initially, and they
but
didn't
with more
want-
content, it would do better.
I get that, but with more content,
It would cost more.
it would cost more.
Maybe.
And then you would have 3 shows locked behind a thing that maybe not everyone wants to pay one thing for. Like,
guess.
this is going to HBO. Most people have HBO.
Yeah.
That
Sci-Fi.
Krypton show is going to Sci-Fi. Everyone has Sci-Fi. It's basic packaging.
I guess.
So what they would probably usually do was then move it, season 2, onto that.
Maybe.
Because a lot of things seem to do, like Netflix saves a tons of shows and moves it over there and does really well on Netflix.
Yeah.
So I could see
maybe
them
that's
doing
it.
that. Maybe not with Watchmen.
Not with this.
'cause
This
it's
will stay on
expensive as fuck,
HBO. Like
but,
this will stay on HBO
sci-fi,
once they put it.
I could
but-
see.
Yeah, I was just
moving
like
to that.
they're planning and getting in the groove of all these new shows.
Or do like a partnership where
And then, like-
it airs on there and on the network.
Riverdale.
Riverdale airs on Thursday, I think, on CW, and then Friday it goes to Netflix.
Yeah,
Why
which is
not-
awesome that it's live
That's
like
great.
that.
I love that, 'cause I
that
watch
is
it the
really
next-
cool. I
I
mean,
watch it
I
on
haven't watched
Friday.
it and have no interest, but it's
Yeah.
cool the way that it's scheduled like that.
Yeah.
It's just something I was like, that's a little weird that you're planning all these shows, you're doing all these things, and right now, and you're trying to start like a channel,
Yeah.
and you have 2 fucking shows for
And
this
we don't even
channel.
know what the fuck's on that thing yet.
You have 2 shows. You have Young Justice and you have Titans.
Yeah.
You have Young Justice season 3, and you're gonna get the live action Titans.
Which,
Like, but what I'm saying is for $10 or however much it costs, we have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna spend $10, $15 for 2 fucking shows.
no.
Now, if all these things were going there, if HBO was Watchmen was going there, not that I care about Krypton,
Yeah.
if that was going there, if that, like, I'd be more
I will
inclined. Like,
give you
bang
$10
for buck. How many
if
shows
you
are you gonna
me
give me?
these the 4 shows here, well the 2 and then one we're talking about, and then all the animated of Batman, Superman, and I mean all of the animated.
Oh yeah, like that would
and
be
your
cool.
movie.
Yeah.
Your movies. By the way, I didn't have this as a story, but it is. Did you see the 3-hour cut of Superman?
Yeah, I saw that. The movie.
I may get that
I want to pick it up.
because
It's supposed to be different.
this is the first time since this footage aired on ABC in 82.
82, I want to say. So
And
like 4
it
years
has
after the movie came out.
not been on anything since then.
No, it aired over 2 nights.
Some stuff has been on deleted scenes, but never integrated into a full movie.
Yeah.
So I would definitely watch this cut.
Yeah.
Of 3 hours.
I
I guess
saw
there's
it this
more stuff
week.
in Smallville and some other shit.
Mm-hmm.
But that sounds fucking awesome.
I saw it this week, and
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that seems pretty cool. Like, I'll check it out. Superman the movie is like fucking classic.
Oh yeah.
I mean, corny as fuck, but
oh,
classic.
definitely. Like that and Superman 2 are just like.
Superman 2 is good. I like that one. And I have an appreciation for Superman 3. I do like Superman 3.
I don't understand what their fucking deal was with those sequels. Like what they're
four is horrible.
It's
like,
awful.
But I
don't
like
know what
I
they
do
were
like
thinking.
Superman 3.
Like you put out the first two and they did fantastic. What the fuck was your thought for the other ones?
They switched. It was money. They switched to a different production company.
Well, that was really stupid. They really shot
Especially the
themselves
fourth
in
one.
the
The
foot.
fourth one. There's a whole other cut of the fourth one with a different villain, right? You've
Yeah.
seen the pictures of
Yeah.
them and stuff.
It's fucking
Like
ridiculous.
I would like to see that.
But, like,
but they
how do
never
you
released
butcher that and then do what Batman did? Like, regardless of quality, Batman got bigger.
Yeah, with each movie, like Batman, Batman
Look
Forever,
at Forever
Returns,
compared to Returns.
Yeah.
And
then
then
Batman
fucking
and Robin.
Batman and Robin. And then Batman and Robin had to go away because it was really bad.
I loved it as a kid, though. Still watch
as a
it now.
kid, it was
I
great.
still
had a
watch it
giant-ass
now.
poster.
Still watch it now, and I like it. Like
I can appreciate
I
what
like
it is.
it because
I think,
when I saw it, I fucking loved it.
yeah.
You know, whereas if I saw it in my 30s, I probably wouldn't have liked it. But as
It
an
would have been like
8-year-old or
Suicide Squad.
10-year-old, yeah, as an 8-year-old, I was fucking. Oh, that was a great
it
movie.
came out at the great time where we were that right age to be actually watching this fucking
Yeah,
movie,
so like
as
when I
opposed
watch
to
it
the
now, I
first
still
Batman.
enjoy it.
Yeah, you can
Yeah, I
appreciate
should never.
it.
I say it to my mom all the time. I was like, I should have never watched Batman when I was 2 years old.
It's why we appreciate the Turtles.
Yeah.
Even though those are actually
Should not have watched that either.
They're not
That
too
was
bad.
not bad. But I always tell her, I was like, I should have never watched
Like
Batman when
Turtles
I was
is
2
actually
years
a
old.
good movie, whereas like Batman and Robin is not actually that good of a movie.
No, it's not.
It's really kind of not. It's a giant fucking playset. I think it had a giant fucking playset. It probably did.
Oh, 100%.
Oh man, I wish I still had that shit. I don't know where I put it because we got enough crap in here as it is. I have one story left.
Yeah, I got a few more to jump.
Oh, on the back of, we mentioned the CW, KJ Appa, who I believe is Archie.
Something like that.
At least
yeah.
in all the pictures they showed Archie. He got into a car crash this week and could have died, basically. What happened was they had been working a lot of hours, I guess, and he just fell asleep at the wheel. And now they're sending SAG-AFTRA, which is like their, I want to say
Screen
like
Actors Guild Award.
yeah, their internal affairs
Yeah.
people to like monitor what's going on in Vancouver because I guess these younger adults are working more hours than they should, and that's why they created the group to watch because after that shit that happened, it basically happened with the Twilight Zone. Remember the Twilight Zone movie?
Yeah.
With those two kids in Vic Moreau. They died in a very gruesome way. And they were like, yeah, no more of this shit. And I get it.
Whatever. He's 18. I don't give a...
Yeah.
Whatever.
There's no reason that they should have to work 19 hours, though, in all reality. Like, if you are pushing too much to shoot earlier. You know what I mean? Like, start earlier.
I guess, but when you're pushing 19 hours, there's no time to start earlier. You're already working all day.
But not earlier in the day, but earlier time frame.
Oh, okay. Like the day
why are
before.
you shooting 19 hours?
Yeah.
Why don't you have another week before that? Like, it's probably the same cost effect. Like,
Maybe. I don't know.
Plus, you wouldn't have to worry about lighting so much because it would be a different time of day. I don't know. I just thought that was odd. Don't kill the actor of your show. You can't really have Archie without Archie.
I'm sure they just recast him. I don't think they would have canceled the show.
Yeah, I'm laughing because they'll recast them as like a different creed, culture, and color just to appease everyone. Kind of like I don't even care who this pisses off, but earlier in the week, I don't know if you saw this because it was just a random ass story. You know they're rebooting the Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
like,
they're rebooting
live action.
Yeah, no, animated.
Animated. Okay.
They added a fourth Powerpuff Girl. She is African American. Because
You needed one.
you needed one.
You need.
And
yeah,
it's
you
like,
need one, right? You always need a.
okay, I get it, but like, really stop that shit. I hate when they just add shit for the sake of adding shit. There was no need to add one. There was no need to make her African American. Like, you can have that. Like, you can look up to the Powerpuff Girls, I believe, as a young child and not be like, I identify more with that one because.
Yeah.
Like, I get they need role models and stuff, but at the same time, why can't you just have a?
It's very.
It's a
I
very.
will say this.
It's the
I'm going to try to say
razor,
this.
right?
I'm going to try to say this. It's very odd that you want to remove looking for color,
Yeah,
or ethnicity,
yeah,
to the point of like the little girl looking up to the Powerpuff Girls and identifying with any one of them.
yeah.
To the point of like, okay, since you are African American, you are going to identify with that one.
Yeah, isn't that
the
like
complete
reverse
fucking opposite of the point?
They're trying to make?
Yeah,
Like,
and it is.
I get
it builds the
white
fucking
guys,
point.
We get like
It builds, but it seems like you're creating the funnel by doing the complete opposite that you think is progressive, and it's not always progressive.
There was kind of a thing after the was it the Emmys this week?
Emmys were this week, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking
a
about,
bunch of African Americans won awards, and like one for the first time ever for writing, which is fantastic. It was for Masters of None.
Okay.
And that show with Azri.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we watched the first season.
Yeah.
Great show. I gotta watch the second season of that. And I forget who it was, but she came out and she was like, "Okay, great. They won a bunch of awards. Now what? That doesn't change anything." And I'm like, "Why
no one's ever happy.
What the fuck? Like, why?
No one's
why you
ever
gotta make
happy.
a thing?"
Yeah.
It's like these obviously were the best people that were picked.
Yeah.
Because it's still the 30 white guys picking.
Yeah.
And they're obviously like it was a mix of people who won. So why the fuck does it matter?
Because you can't please them.
No,
That's the point.
You can't please
Can't
anybody
please 'em.
anymore. It's fucking ridiculous.
No one's ever happy.
No, you do this, you change it, people get pissy.
You don't
do
change
this,
it, you get mad.
People get pissy.
The other group gets mad. This group,
Like-
a new group pops up, and now they're mad.
How about we just judge it for the merit of what it is? If it's complete and
sounds
utter
absurd.
garbage, like it doesn't matter who was cast in Suicide Squad. That movie sucked.
Yes.
Like it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Batman v Superman is an all right movie regardless of who's cut in it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the honest trailer for Wonder Woman? By the way,
Yes, I did.
so good.
Fucking funny.
They nailed everything about that movie perfectly.
So funny. And then I also watched the Everything Wrong with Lego Batman.
perfect.
So fucking
So
funny.
good. They nailed that movie, but in the right way.
Yeah.
Okay,
So fucking
Did
funny.
you watch the King Kong one?
I've never seen the movie, so I didn't watch it.
The director takes
Mm-hmm.
shots at the movie.
I think I saw that. I think I saw someone commenting it on
Yeah.
Twitter, that he was taking shots at the thing.
The director took shots, and
Yeah.
it's so good because now it's like
Like he tweeted
they
them
have
about
gotten big
some
enough
of them.
now where
Yeah.
people recognize these
Yeah.
things, and there are a bunch of things on their channel of like actors and directors reacting to the honest trailers.
Yeah.
and I'm like, that's awesome
Yeah,
because those
it's fun.
trailers,
Those things are
they're
fun.
so accurate.
I can watch. I enjoy the honest trailers more than the Everything Wrong Withs. Sometimes the Everything Wrong Withs annoy me
I
because
get
they get a
because
little too okay.
They
like,
do nitpick a little bit, but I hate when people get like, oh well, blah blah blah. It was supposed to be that way, blah blah blah. It's like, no, the channel is meant to nitpick.
yeah, and it bothers me, so I don't watch a lot of them.
No, I get that,
but
like,
the honest trailers
you
are
get that,
so fucking
but
funny.
you get that they're nitpicking
Yeah.
for the sake of nitpicking.
Yeah, they are.
People who watch it, like I've looked in the comments, don't understand that it's
That
a
it's a joke.
parody
It's a
of
parody,
nitpicking.
yeah.
They've specified numerous times they are doing it
intentionally.
Yeah,
they're aware of what they're doing
and again,
nitpicking.
like people just need to calm the
But
fuck
people
down.
People watch that as like a serious review.
Yeah.
And it's not.
It's
It's not
not.
meant to be a serious review of the
It's
movie.
like when we do anything. Don't take anything we say
No,
with
not at all.
seriously. Like we are just two
but
random
honest
guys
trailers are
talking
so
about,
fucking
oh, yeah.
funny.
Like prime example, our two commentaries we have.
Yeah.
We bag and shit on both those movies, and we absolutely love both of those movies.
Yes, they're very good movies.
Like, it's just fun to make fun of things.
Yeah.
Like, if you like something, you can make fun of it
Mm-hmm.
and criticize it. You don't have to, like, necessarily agree with everything in it.
Mm-hmm.
There are tons of shit in Spider-Man I don't agree with, especially the fucking web shooters. So, we reported last week that James Cameron is getting the rights back to Terminator, along with Miller and him on board collaborating, writing, directing to do it. This week, it was announced that Linda Hamilton, along with Arnold, are both going to be back for the film. It will ignore anything after Terminator 2 and will be a direct sequel to Terminator 2,
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day. I like this, but at the same time, I am extremely fucking skeptical they can make any of this shit work. Because it won't.
I am indifferent. I think I'm done with the Terminator series.
I can't be. I love Terminator so much.
I like them, but they were done at a time that it was allowed to be done. I think now you gotta like.
I don't know. I think Terminator 2 you could still make and it would hold up.
I mean, like the story in the idea of it is just like. I think the world we live in is different than obviously the 80s. It just doesn't work.
Genesis almost worked.
Genesis almost worked, but they fucked up a couple big fucking things.
Yeah.
But that's the point. But like what I'm trying to say is like, let's say Genesis came out in 93.
Yeah.
That movie would have fucking worked.
I don't know, man.
No, 100% it would have worked.
I don't know.
Even making John the Thing.
I think anytime
still would have fucking worked.
Spoilers. Anytime you make John the Terminator, people get mad because he's not supposed to be.
He's not supposed to be.
It's the reason why Salvation had to reshoot their fucking ending.
Yeah.
Because they made him a Terminator.
Yeah.
And then in the fucking Genesis, they made him a Terminator. It's like, why didn't you learn the first fucking...
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
but
because
I'm
it's a
saying
separate goddamn studio doing it.
But what I'm saying
I
is...
just said separate.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, like, if Genesis came out in the 90s, it would have been way more successful. And it's the idea just because it rode off the coattails work.
I think it could work. You just have to make a good
I don't
movie.
think it's going to work. Plus, these guys are in their fucking 70s. I could give two shits that they're running around making this fucking movie.
Yeah. I think you can make it work. You just have to make it better.
Plus, he made me mad a few months ago with some of his comments. And then his comments about this also made
Cameron?
me mad. Yeah.
Yeah, Cameron needs to stop talking.
He needs to stop talking.
Everything.
Someone needs to tell him to no more press releases. No more fucking comments.
He compares everything to
her as if she's the Holy Grail.
And it's like, we get it. She was a strong character. But you can't shit over Wonder Woman about it, too, because that movie is great.
Yeah.
Is it better than Terminator 2? Fuck no. Is it great?
It's not because of her, though.
Oh, definitely not. Everything in that movie just works.
Yeah. And whenever this movie comes out, it will not be good. If this movie comes out, there will not be a sequel.
I'm indifferent. I think it could maybe work.
They'll make this one because they want to, or it just will never get made. But
I think the problem is they're just trying to make one that works so they can be done.
Oh no! If they make one that works, you're getting two more. Trust me, they're not making one and done. Mm-hmm. They're gonna ride this fucking thing out, and like I said, if they make this movie, saying it now, no sequel to it.
No, I agree.
It's not gonna be good.
No.
It's gonna have. You're not gonna give a shit.
It's Terminator. It's so beloved, but at the same time, they've driven that franchise into the ground.
You can't recover it now.
Like, the TV show was so good.
Yeah.
The Sarah Chronicles.
They put together a room. Did you read that?
No.
They put together a writer's room. The guy from the TV show is in the room.
Good.
Along with Miller, like TJ.
Yeah.
Not TJ. Tim Miller.
Tim Miller. See, you did the same thing I did last week.
Miller, that guy who was like a producer on the TV show.
Okay.
Cameron, and two other guys, I believe. I forget their names or who they are and what they do. But I think one of them works with Cameron. I think one of them works with Cameron with his Avatar
movie
17
franchise.
Fuck
those movies.
But to map out a trilogy. So like I said, the idea is to make more of these. Not just one and done and kiss the franchise goodbye. The idea is to make more of these.
If you can make it work, fine. Like,
I just don't think it's going to work.
I agree. But I really want it to is my problem.
I would like it to, but I'm indifferent. I just don't think it will work.
Because it's not just Cameron, and it means that other people will influence it, and I think that's what happened with Alien and Prometheus. Ridley Scott got so much into his own asshole, he could not find his way out.
Yeah.
And they botched the Alien lore because of it.
Mm-hmm.
Basically what happens is, spoilers, because I know you won't watch it, but Magneto makes the aliens. Yeah, Magneto.
Yeah.
Makes the aliens, which is the stupidest fucking thing ever. And it was really dumb and everyone hates it, and it just kind of ruined the allure of the aliens. Like, thanks a lot, dude. I mean, it's still better than Alien versus Predator Requiem, but plus, you can't have a sequel to a movie named something different than the sequel to the other movie.
How do you think the timeline works for this?
how far after T2?
Yeah.
It's got to be a while.
It's got to be 30 fucking years.
But here's the thing. So she's back. What are they doing with John Connor? Because fucking...
Shouldn't she be fucking dead?
Well, why is she dead?
Because it's 35 fucking years. She was never in the war. The war
maybe she'll die in the movie.
The war already happened. The war should have already fucking happened. They can't... Unless they fucking... CGI both of them to look like they're 25 again.
I'm not even... We will do this one day. We will. I think
we'll do the breakdown for what we think. We'll do a whole Terminator topic. Let's just move forward.
We'll do bad sequels and we'll do the write up. But what I was gonna say is Ed Furlong is Furlong.
Yes.
They're
gonna recast fucking thing.
Yeah, but what I mean is like, yeah, we'll do the breakdown at some point.
Yeah, they're not using. Have you seen a picture of him in 2017?
No, I haven't. But
fucking
I'm sure
Google it.
Yeah.
Google it.
Hey, Macaulay Culkin recovered.
He did.
He looks pretty now.
He looks good.
That is all I have for stuff. I know you grabbed some stories. That weekend I say some more.
Yeah. Trust me. He ain't saving the fucking world.
He looks like he's had a rough couple of years.
Yeah.
Because he has. And the other guy went insane.
Yeah, he isn't fucking saving the world.
He looks fine in that one.
These are 2017s.
No, the other one.
Yeah, this one looks okay.
What year is that?
That's not him. This is a different actor.
Oh.
I don't know why his name.
Can we cast him? He looked all right.
But yeah.
And keep Emilia Clarke away from this fucking movie.
There was a few issues.
She's good in Game of Thrones,
and that's where she'll always be.
But she sucked as Sarah. Which, when you have Linda Hamilton, who fucking nailed that role as her, and then you had the other chick from Game of Thrones, was it Laura Hetty, playing her in the TV show, you got a lot to live up to.
Yeah.
And you didn't. You sucked. The end. Moving on.
Moving on.
I'm out of stories.
Just a few stories.
We got more. We got more shit.
Did you see that Colossus is supposed to come back for...
Yeah, the guy who did it in the other ones.
Yeah.
And I'm like...
Which is kind of confusing.
So here's, like... I saw that and I was just like, fuck off, X-Men.
These are just going to be fireballs.
You have... I want to get this out because I think we've harped on this like every week since we started the podcast. The X-Men have fucked their timeline and their movie franchise.
They have fucked their timeline
so
4 ways from
bad.
Sunday.
You don't know who is who and what is what and up is down and black is white.
Cats are loving dogs. Mass hysteria in the streets.
Living together. We should really do a Ghostbusters commentary, man. I fucking love those movies.
Cats and dogs living together.
Mass hysteria. No, we're not nerds at all.
But I saw that and was like, what the fuck? I thought we gotten out of him being in the role and like going with the guy from Deadpool,
which
who is going to be in the sequel too.
Yeah.
So
idiots.
Yeah. Although I will say that in his tweet he said he can't discuss who he's playing, but who else would he be playing?
Honestly, did you see? There was kind of a rumor going around about this, but it wasn't confirmed about anybody. It was that Marvel has been trying to get back the Fantastic Four.
I saw that,
and
but I have
one other. I forget what other property it was, as well as that. Fantastic Four and something else to maybe work out a deal with the same kind of Spider-Man deal, where Marvel would do everything and Fox would just produce it and reap the benefits of it. And I'm like,
well, with that said,
if you could fix the Fantastic Four, fine.
A couple hours ago, and it was Matthew Vaughn wants to atone for 2015's Fantastic Four by making a new version himself, because he was a producer on on Josh Trank's. And
God, that movie's so bad.
And he's been doing interviews now for Kingsman, right?
Yeah.
And he just went on to say, I wouldn't mind making a Fantastic Four film to apologize to everyone out there that maybe it didn't go very well the first time. He revealed, it's brilliant. One of my favorites is the Fantastic Four, so maybe one day I'll try and rectify the mistake.
So my idea of the Fantastic Four... He's a hot director. He's good.
His movies,
my thing with the Fantastic Four is make it like the Guardians, but maybe tone down a little bit of the jokey stuff that they do and just make it more of a family dynamic.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I think is missing from all of the Fantastic Four movies, is that they're supposed to be a family. Like, even before, like, Sue and Reed have kids and stuff like that. that camaraderie and family. You feel that in Guardians.
Yeah, they always fight,
but they fucking miss that point.
And they always are fighting each other and shit.
Constantly.
Always mad and whatever.
Like, the first one tried to do it and fucked it. The second one was just not that good. And then the Fantastic Four stick, whatever.
Yeah, the Fan Four stick.
Fan Four stick. I can't remember what we were calling it. Just completely fucking botched the entire premise.
Oh yeah,
that movie was.
They weren't related.
No
spoilers. Moving on.
Fuck, I hate that movie. We paid to see that movie.
No, we didn't.
Did we?
No, we fucking didn't.
Did we see it on the big screen?
Oh fuck no. We watched it when like a year after it came out.
Oh yeah, you're right. I thought we paid to see that garbage.
No.
Yeah.
No. We saw it like a year after it came out when it was like on Netflix or whatever.
Yeah, I think you're right. I thought we paid to see it. I tried to block it from my memory. It's so bad.
Shazam commences filming in Toronto.
With who?
Audition tapes are out. Did you see that?
No.
Audition tapes of some of them. Like How
do you start filming when you don't have a crew?
They have a crew. They just don't have an actor.
So what do they tape in the wall?
No, they have time to get the guy.
You don't start production without a cast.
It's called pre-production.
You don't start a movie without a cast.
The cast is easy to get, though.
Clearly it isn't, or you've had one.
I'm sure we're gonna have one in the coming weeks. I told you it's gonna be around Comic-Con.
I'm telling you, this movie is fucked 8 ways from Sunday.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It starts filming in
What are they filming?
The movie.
Are they doing exterior shots?
No, the movie will be filmed in Toronto starting February.
It's fucking October.
Yeah.
There's no cast.
That's fine. That's 5 months out.
Okay.
You don't need... See, I think this is the problem. You're under the assumption that based on, like, the modern movies of the idea of, like, we know the cast 3 years before the film comes out.
I'm not even talking about that. I just believe you should have a cast who should have their scripts by now. For a movie that's taping in February. How do you not have people lock down for movies and have a script?
They have a script.
No one has it.
No actors have it, correct.
That's what I'm saying. Like, your actors should know, like, have most ideas.
I understand it's going to be tight when it comes to memorizing your
lines. But that doesn't make a good movie. It's going to feel rushed, and you know it's going to, and it's going to bomb because of it.
I don't think that affects it. Like,
also, I think it's going to bomb because it's fucking Shazam and no one gives a shit. Also, you had a guy who could have been Shazam, but you made him Black Adam in a completely different universe.
No, I wouldn't have wanted him as Shazam.
Why not?
The Rock?
Yeah, why not?
No, I wouldn't have wanted him as Shazam.
Have you seen it? Look at him in Jumanji.
I've seen him in Jumanji.
He's playing a kid. He could totally do it.
I wouldn't have wanted him as Shazam.
It's because he's not white. I knew that. I knew that's where you're going. I just wanted to make you say it. I don't care if Shazam's slightly tanned. We just left him out too long.
Left him out too long?
Yeah, when he said Shazam, he didn't say it long. He said it too long. He was like, Shazam!
We're going to have to edit this part.
I'm going to have to edit this chunk.
I was about to say something real bad.
I think we're okay so far.
But
what's the time code right now?
58 minutes. We're going to make a mark of that.
No, I'm going to leave it in. I don't care. It was funny. It's a bad joke. Whatever. I make them all the time. This better be real rapid fire because we got to get to the topic this week.
I'm good. We can finish this.
Okay, so we'll finish this off with our topic. We kind of just wanted to talk about Power Rangers for a little bit. Big part of our childhood. Growing up, I remember watching Power Rangers. I watched up until about they hit Turbo, and then I kind of stopped. I remember seeing the first movie. I think I saw it in theater, and then the second movie I saw on VHS. I didn't go to the theater and see it.
100% I saw the first movie in theaters.
Yeah,
I remember that.
And then I don't remember
second
most
movie,
of
I was
Turbo.
already out.
I was
out by the second movie, but I remember watching it on, I think we rented it from the video store, and we watched it one night or whatever. But I was out by the time.
I remember kind of watching Turbo, but not really fully like paying attention to it, and then I kind of just that was it for me.
Yeah, that's where I started to fade.
And then,
but I watched Mighty.
Yeah, I've watched all of Mighty, and then I forgot about Zeo for some reason. I think I just blocked it out.
Was that after it?
That was like, yeah, it was just slightly. It was before Turbo.
Oh,
they went Alien, then they went Turbo.
I guess I might have seen a little Zeo. Then,
yeah, maybe. I always forget about Zeo because it's not.
Because I know I watched Mighty.
Yeah.
And maybe a little Zeo because I remember seeing the Turbo movie. So I would have had to have some interest in it still to watch the movie, but
thanks to Netflix, I've now watched all of it. I have watched all 23.
Is it listed as one thing, like 23 seasons Power Rangers, or is it broken down into show?
Each individual thing is listed as a separate thing. So Mighty Morphin's got all its Mighty Morphin, and I think the Alien Rangers saga is mixed in with that.
You need to know the order that it goes in, kind of.
Yeah. You would have to know what order they went in, because if not, if
you
just went in and
watched, they're not marked as to like this is part one.
Because like Mighty Morphin was its own thing, Zeo was its own thing, Turbo, but they all kind of bled into each other. Whereas, and then In Space as well, it's all and then kind of Lost Galaxy a little bit is all kind of like the Zordon Saban first era.
Yeah.
And then after that, I think Disney bought it, and then it's all that's like the Disney era shit. But like if you don't know what season goes where, like after those initial seasons, kind of all interchangeable because like they all change things at the end of each season, right? It's all kind of interchangeable there, but in terms of like the first little bit, if you wanted a cohesive story, which for the most part, like there's a lot of filler in there, like a lot. Yeah, but there's also 4 seasons worth. Well, this is a show. Remember, they shot so much footage, they had to go to the Sentai people and been like, hey, can we have more footage? And they went, they shot specific Sentai for Power Rangers that was not in the Sentai. And made it look like the Sentai, which I thought was pretty cool.
They cheaped out.
Yeah. Well, because you got to remember, when we got Power Rangers, that wasn't the first season of Sentai. Our first season is like the 34th season of Sentai Power Rangers.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, because like in Japan, Sentai's huge, and they don't lose their powers. They just move on to a new team. So when they ever have like a big anniversary thing, they all team up, which is pretty cool. And like it makes fucking sense because they don't have to explain stuff. Like for giant nerds like us, who like let's just say we tune in to watch like their big anniversary special. We're like, wait, how does he have that coin? They broke that. And it's like it's a massive continuity error that like little kids don't notice, but as adults we're like, how the fuck does that work? Yeah. And the show's just like, it does. And we're like, no, that's not good enough. We fucking need shit.
I need a fucking reason for living.
Yeah, we need like canon and explanations, and we're just like, we're giant fucking dorks, but who cares? Lot of sense. There's so much fucking
remember playing Mighty Morphin in the backyard, though.
Oh, yeah.
Kicked a lot of putties in the face.
I kicked a lot of I just remember those like flip head figures.
I had those. Yeah. Yep. I had some of those. I had the really thin ones, like they looked like they hadn't eaten in weeks. Yeah. And all their joints were loose, and they could ride their bikes. Yeah. Remember that one? Yeah. I had that one with the bikes.
I had Saba, the White Ranger's.
The sword.
The sword.
Yeah. I had that. I had the whole. I didn't have the sword, but I had the whole like weapon set.
Yeah,
that you could put together.
Yeah, I just had like Power Rangers. I had like some shit of, but not.
And I had
like,
a Megazord.
A lot. I didn't.
You didn't have a Megazord?
No, I did not have a Megazord.
Here's the story of a Megazord. Got it for my birthday. I believe.
Yeah.
100%. I think it was my birthday. Found it a couple days before in my mom's closet. She caught me.
Oh shit.
Oh,
we almost lost the Megazord.
Off. No, I took off, ran into my bedroom. She came back with the box, fucking threw it at me. She was mad.
I love your mom.
And and then she ended up taking it back and like giving it to me. I think she even like faked threw it out, you know, like that type of thing. But I remember I saw it. I found it in the closet in her bedroom. It was behind all the clothes and shit. I'm like fucking scurrying in there. And then, like I said, she caught me back there looking at it. And I took off. I was running. She grabbed it. She threw it at me. Like I said, I'm pretty sure she would have fake thrown it out. And then like 2 days later, or whenever my birthday was, a few days later, I got it. So I did have the full Megazord set. It was a huge fucking box. It was like
it's massive.
And I had that.
I want that fucking Legacy diecast one, but I just like, where the fuck do I put it?
Where the fuck do you put that?
Oh, that Leonardo's awesome because he just sits next to the computer.
So the diecast was standing right next to him. Isn't it about the same size?
It might be it might be up to his shoulder, but yeah, it's slightly smaller, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, eventually you just won't have a kitchen table. But it's really hard to get now because people wanted it so bad. They did a second run, and actually it's gone now too.
Oh, yeah.
But you still get the Dragon Zord, which like on my fucking Amazon list and like every other.
He sat
store,
in the Dragon Zord, right?
the Dragon Zord, like the legs of the Megazord went on, and then
No, he stood inside of it.
no, that was the Bronchiosaurus. They all attached, right? So I believe what happens is the Dragon Zord's legs flip up, and you stick those onto. No. Okay, so what happens is you take the top part of the Megazord, you take the legs off, you stick it into the Dragon Zord, and then the Dragon Zord unfolds, and you stick it on top of the Megazord.
Oh yeah, so this was the Dragon Zord. You're right.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
was the Dragon Zord, and then together, I'm sure they'll have a picture when I click on
With
images.
the Tyrannosaur, you stick it in
They
there.
stick it in here like this guy right
Yeah,
there.
that's it. Yeah, you take those off, and then you stick that in that big motherfucker.
Yeah, you stick him inside the
Which
fucking.
you can buy that big motherfucker.
And then like, I didn't. And then
Yeah.
there was this one.
Yeah, that guy goes into the Bronchiosaurus one.
Yeah. I didn't have the Dragon Zord.
No,
I only had the
never had the
Megazord.
Dragon Zord, yeah.
I didn't have the fancy Dragon Zord piece like that went over his shoulders.
You can get the flute.
But
The
I didn't
Dragon
have
Dagger.
I had the Megazord, and then I had the so I had these 5.
Yeah, I want to get that. The diecast.
And
Fucking
then
heavy.
but where's the one that like I wanted to see a picture of the one that when he's riding in the fucking thing.
Just type in Ultrazord. Type in MMPR Ultrazord. It should bring you all of them together. I believe that was what it was called.
Yeah. Yeah, this.
Yeah,
thing,
that thing when they're all rolling in there.
when they're all fucking standing in there.
Yeah, you can
But
get
what
that.
piece was the Bronchosaurus? Like, who drove that?
That was just its own like sentient
its own
sword
thing.
type of thing.
I didn't have that either. Friend of mine had that though.
I'll throw these up for giant nerds who aren't knowing what we're talking about. But,
yeah, pretty cool. Like I said, I didn't
love
have.
that thing.
I don't believe.
They're expensive as fuck.
I'm trying to remember.
You can get all that stuff through the Legacy collection now.
I had I don't believe I had a full set of playable Rangers though.
I didn't. I had various Rangers from various different sets.
Yeah,
I was more
or
of,
different
like,
sizes.
I had
like you
more-
said, I
yeah.
had like
The
I had,
bigger
like-
ones, right?
I had
the bigger
Billy
ones.
that was like a big one, but still he moved.
Yeah,
you know?
and they were just bigger.
And then I had him.
They started doing that with like the Titan series toys now. Have you seen them?
Yeah, I saw
Everyone
that.
has
I
one.
wasn't a big fan of it.
No,
but
I don't.
I
like
had
them
that.
big.
I had like the Red
me,
Ranger for the bike.
Let me see the Morpher. Actually, upstairs I have a Red Ranger. It's the part. It was before the Legacy collection.
I think I had like
and
the
he's got
Black
the
Ranger
shield.
with the head spinner, like that
Yeah.
you talked about with the changing. Like they were all like mixed match as to which ones I had and stuff. Like
This thing is like the most accurate.
I had
Morpher.
this set, like not this. Mine was the toy one.
I never had the Morpher.
But I had the Morpher as a toy.
That's why I was so gung ho to buy this. But this thing is actually better than the
I'm not a
Morpher-
big fan of the handle on this one though.
Well, this is the actual Morpher, because what it does is the way the Rangers actually wore it. So they wore it in their belt upside down, right? And when they morph, they would flip it, and then they would do it like this.
Yeah.
But like this is better than the actual Morpher we had as a kid, because it's all.
Oh yeah, the
die-cast.
one I had as a kid was plastic.
Well, because if you look on the actual box, because I kept it because I didn't take the
Coins out.
The coins out. It's got all 5 of the original coins. It's the Legacy collection, so it's all die cast and shit, right? But it's actually, it says 15 and up.
Yeah, for
Like,
age wise.
Yeah, because this shit is meant for us. Like
Yeah.
all this Legacy stuff.
Remember when he would wear the green? Like
That's the
vest?
figure I have upstairs. Is
Yeah.
him with the vest when the dude was losing his powers. But yeah, I love these stuff. They have, so basically what they started doing. They did this initially. I forget what year, but starting in like 2014 or whatever.
Maybe.
They started doing that Legacy collection, and they re-released everything.
Yeah.
With die-cast, top quality, like no, like very little stickers. Most of it all just painted on.
Yeah.
Beautiful shit. So they did the Megazord, the Dragon Zord, the Ultra Zord. They did the movie Zord. They did the Thunder
Movie
Mega
had a
Zord.
different Zord?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, because they got the thin ones. Like
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Remember when
Yeah,
the Dragon Zord... No, remember when Red Ranger became like he had that thinner dragon?
That was the Thunder Zord. They got that in the TV show.
Yeah.
That Megazord is actually different than that. They did that one too. So they have 3 separate diecast.
So they had that one too?
Yeah, they did all those ones as well. They did the Falcon Zord from the movie as a separate thing. They released the Dragon Dagger. They released Saba. Coming out soon, they're doing the Zeonizer, which is the Zeomorpher, which is pretty cool because that one does like this. I would love the turbo one though, because it's basically like you just turn the fucking key in it.
Oh, okay.
But what Saban has said is, as if people keep buying this stuff, they will keep releasing legacy stuff.
Yeah.
Which clearly people are buying because that thing is $300 on
like eBay
and shit.
Yeah.
And even our Amazon is that price. And then they did, I wanted to get it, but I refused to pay crazy amounts of money for it. Tommy's Morpher is gold, not the silver. And it comes with his 2 coins of the dragon and the
green and white.
Which is cool. And then they did the individual movie Morpher. They did one movie Morpher, which is yellow. And then they did separate ones, which they're the same cast. They're just the color of the Ranger, which I think is really stupid.
So like it's red and
yeah,
black
it's red.
Yeah.
But it looks like the movie Morpher, the long white one.
I have to see what the movie one looked like. I thought it was the same.
I thought it was the same too, but when I saw the picture, I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then they did it's figures, obviously. So they have like all the legacy figures.
I liked in the movie when they got the ninja powers though.
Yeah, that was cool.
I like
they did that on the show, just different.
Yeah, I like the outfits that they.
I don't know if they
the
did ninja
outfits.
power ones and figures
I like
for
the
the
ninja
legacy
outfits.
ones.
I think I had one of those, like the movie ninja ones.
I did. I had the blue.
I want to say I had red.
Yeah.
So I would have been.
I always end up with everything Tommy because
Yeah.
Tommy's the shit. Like I have the Funko over there of Tommy. I have all those Imaginext things. So you guys probably don't know this, but Imaginext does like the little kid figure ones, but they're actually like really fucking detailed, awesome looking little things. They're about this fucking big. They look better than some of the Ranger figures.
Some of them, yeah.
Which like is absolutely amazing. So I have my only beef is that Tommy doesn't have a shield.
Like he's not wearing his green vest.
Yeah, he doesn't have the green shield, which just kind of pisses me off. But at the same time, I'm like, I have all 6 Rangers and every villain.
Do you buy them? Just curiosity. When you bought them, you were able to see who they were.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah, it's not the
they weren't
blind bag.
They weren't
ones.
blind bagged.
Yeah. I wouldn't have did it if they were blind bags.
Because I'm like, it worked out well that you got one of everything.
Yeah. So I got that, and then I have the Funko of Tommy. But yeah, I love this thing. I bought it in the States, Toys R Us, because ours didn't have it.
Of course. That's why they're.
And that's why they're going out of business,
bankruptcy.
because they're full of shit. This thing actually, like, normally, the batteries died because I haven't used it in a while. It just sits on my dresser. But when you opened it, it would play the morphing sound. And if you held it down, it would play the entire fucking theme in MIDI.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is pretty cool. I remember just sitting here. Like, when I showed you, you would just keep hitting the
Kept
fucking
hitting the button.
In the back is weird because it's the Japanese fucking thing. Because as much as they try to hide the fact it's from Japan, you know it is. Especially because they say they fight in that same quarry like all the time.
All the time. Even though they were just inside a building.
When the Dragon Sword came out, it like came out from the same fucking spot every time, and you knew it was the same fucking footage.
It's the same shot every time.
But you're like, it's Godzilla. It's basically
like Godzilla,
it's Godzilla, right?
It's the guy in the rubber suit with the faux skyline behind him.
That's the thing. Yeah. Those Megazord suits are suits. There's a guy in there, and it's pretty cool. Sometimes it's like later seasons were better, but like, dude, they were so bad when you could tell they were.
I tried to watch a few episodes of Mighty, and I'm like, I just can't watch it. It's
I watched the Green Ranger saga just because it's
bad.
Tommy, but like I said, through Netflix, I have watched. I don't care. I've watched every season of this shit, and oh my god, is some of it just terrible.
I agree.
Like,
I concur.
the theme songs, though, those things are fucking catchy. Especially the first two for Mighty Morphin and then for Zeo.
Mm-hmm.
They just get fucking stuck in there. Like if you, it's like when you listen to DuckTales.
So moving forward,
Yes.
jump to this year. We got the movie.
Yeah.
I believe we talked about it a little bit. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
if we
we.
did.
I mentioned that I watched it, and then you watched it and said it wasn't bad.
Wasn't
later
bad.
that week, you know, it wasn't.
Wasn't horrible. I haven't heard much of. News has been kind of quiet after it came out. Like there was a few weeks, maybe a month of still talk about it.
I think if we don't hear about it in the next 6 months, we won't be getting anything.
Yeah,
but
it hasn't been much talk about it. I had said it then that we probably weren't getting a sequel. It felt, it wasn't bad, and I understand that it's one of those things where like it was huge in the 90s and it worked and it was corny and it was horrible, just fucking atrocious. And when you bring it to 2017 and you try to modernize it, you get that gamble of like, yeah, it's modernized and like they're real people and they're things and they're, you know, but it now doesn't work the same. That magic isn't there. But at the same time, you couldn't remake that 90s series now either because that would have worked too. Because it's not going to work.
Earth environment, everything's perfect.
Yeah. And
whereas
so
like,
that would have worked.
The new one leaned a little bit too like they're damaged people.
Yeah, everyone. And then that didn't work. It's like
you gotta find that balance. I think that if they do a sequel, it might work. But I thought it was a really, I don't want to say really good. It was really good, but it was just. There was something missing.
Yeah, like the Power Rangers were missing from it.
Yeah,
you only saw them last like 15 minutes. Yeah. They were missing from the movie. They didn't want to be in this movie.
And I hate the Megazord.
Yeah,
like the way it's built.
Yeah,
I hate the fucking pod things in the front.
Yeah, and I don't give a fuck. I know we watched the video of the guy putting it together and how it would all work, and I don't give a shit. That would not have fucking worked with the pieces that you saw when you know what I mean. Like, it just doesn't fucking look like it works.
I love that guy. The guy we're talking.
But there was just something missing from it, and besides the joke that the Power Rangers were missing from it, there was something else.
NPR Toys is the guy I'm talking about. Shout out to that guy because that's how I found out about all these cool toys. I'm like, I don't have to buy them. I just look at his shit. He's got a whole fucking like picture our wall, but it's just every fucking Power Rangers toy. Done with like displays and like it's all lit up and it actually looks really fucking nice. But he's got every figure with like the Zords behind them, and it actually looks really nice. Shout out to him for spending fucking thousands of dollars to get that shit.
Yep.
Because I'm not.
Nope. But I like looking at it.
Yeah, I do. I would love to have more shelving in the way of putting it to look nice.
Yeah.
I constantly move shit just to rearrange it. There's that old thing where you're like, when you're a kid, you open everything. Kind of wish I hadn't.
Yeah, would have been nice if I had a few things I didn't fucking open.
Yeah, because like I like having the shit
but
around and on stuff or just in a box or whatever. But whatever. Hindsight's 20/20. Movie wasn't bad though. Like I bought it.
Movie wasn't. You did?
I bought it. Yeah, I bought it over there. It's on the shelf in Blu-ray.
Oh, see, I didn't know. I didn't know.
I was like, I'm doing my part to support this movie.
It wasn't bad, but yeah, like you said, something was missing from it. Maybe I think it fell under the category of like not having the same height of, let's say, Amazing Spider-Man. Go with me on this.
Okay.
So Spider-Man is fucking huge around the world. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, you make a Spider-Man movie. Everybody knows Spider-Man.
Everybody knows Spider-Man. Everyone's gonna see Spider-Man. Doesn't fucking matter. You can make a bad movie, as they've done a few times. People still see it.
Yeah.
But when you watch Amazing Spider-Man 2, you left the theater thinking like, not bad. I want to see the next one.
Whoa, hang on.
Just go with me on this. Go with me on this.
Okay, I'll go with you. And
go with me on this. Okay. Want to see the next one. Like, they did a lot of setup. They do a lot of shit. But I wanted to see Spider-Man, so I want to see the fucking next one.
Power Rangers is very much, what do they do next?
Power Rangers is like a little bit of what they do next. Like, I don't give a fuck what they do, but I wanted to see the fucking Power Rangers. So I want to see the sequel because, like I said, they weren't in the fucking movie until the last like 15 minutes.
And that's because no one could give them money.
And because they didn't have the money. Yeah. So like, it was the idea of like, you kind of start off bad where you don't have the money to do a big, you have one fucking set piece. You have one action scene and it's the last 15 minutes of your film.
So
I want to see them fight. I want to see them do stuff. So you leave the theater, you finish watching the movie thinking like, not bad. I want to see the next one. Unfortunately, though, not the same resonance across the board as Spider-Man. So not enough people saw it.
Yeah.
So like you're not teetering to that point of like, yeah, we will get a next one. You're like, I don't think we'll get a next one.
So 3 things. 1, we are the only 2 people, I think, in existence who walked out of that theater of Amazing Spider-Man and said, hey, I want to see the next one. Because apparently everyone hates that movie.
Hates the next one.
Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, I'm talking the first one.
I thought you said Amazing Spider-Man 2.
No, I'm talking like I want to. I left Amazing Spider-Man thinking I want to see the next one because like you spend the whole movie setting it up, and now I'm like, but then you get like so you leave the first one thinking I want to see the next one, and you're gonna get it because it's fucking Spider-Man.
So yeah, with that, Power Rangers, like the movie, the new one, had 2 big things going against it. 1, the instant you say Power Rangers, people laugh their ass off because it's a cheesy 90s show. Like, as cheesy as you can fucking
And it's
get.
not the same hype that it was.
No. And followed by that, when we first saw the Ranger suits in promotional things, they looked
horrible.
Bad. Like, just fucking
Most of the
garbage.
pictures, even leading up to the very end, still didn't look that great.
No.
It looked better on film. It did. But even leading up to right when the film came out,
when you saw the trailer and then you saw them for the first time, you're like, oh, those look cool. We can see stuff in detail and like it looks good. And that those fucking first images looked awful.
And then the Megazord didn't help them.
Nope.
The look of the Zord did not help them.
They should have just updated the old Megazord.
I've seen like pictures people have drawn and put online, and like they fucking fans just make this shit. Sometimes.
Fans make better shit than they.
And
make.
yeah, like sometimes I'm like, you should just steal this.
Yeah. Or just hire this guy to do it.
Yeah.
Like
or look at this design of something that looks so fucking incredible, modern and traditional, and like just like build off those frames, modern, traditional, you know, like
prime example, I'll show you, but look at this fucking Turtles fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like that is a way better picture than I've seen of a lot of things. Like can you imagine a cartoon where they look like that?
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead, we got these blocky 3G block things.
Well, that's fucking Nickelodeon fucking animation. All their shit looks like that.
But yeah, it's just.
Oh, BoJack got renewed for season 5, by the way. Just throw that news randomly in here. I forgot to include it earlier.
Yeah, it was just. I wouldn't mind a sequel, but I'm not holding my breath, and I probably would
I wouldn't mind me neither. But at this point, like if we don't hear from it, and like I said, the next 6 months,
probably within the year.
Yeah,
like,
you're not getting one.
I don't think though. If I'm not mistaken,
waiting to see everything.
If I'm not mistaken, like one of the things that happened was like, so this movie came out, I believe, in March here.
Yeah.
Horrible time because it opened up weeks before.
It had 1 week number 1 and then just fucking nosedived. I think.
I don't even know if it opened number 1.
Did it open number 1?
I don't think it did.
I think it was a strong number 2.
I think it was 2.
Yeah,
I don't
it was
think
a strong
it ever
2.
Cracked
and
number
then
1.
nosedived because it went up against
because
like, shit
everything
that
else
killed
came out with.
Yeah.
But if I'm not mistaken, it didn't open in like Japan until like the end of August.
Yeah, it was really bad, and then it did
like,
bad over there.
And then it did bad there just a few weeks ago because it opened the end of August.
Because Japan hates our shit when it comes to Power Rangers.
Yeah,
because like
so it was
they make good Sentai, and we shit all over it.
Yeah,
I've actually watched the first 5 episodes of the original Mighty Morphin with subtitles from Japan. Way better than ours, like way better. And then the Green Ranger thing. So much better, and then he dies. That's it. He was supposed to die in our thing too, but he was so popular they just kept bringing him back.
Now he's
like the longest serving fucking thing. He's been like 8 different colors. You could have your own team of just him.
But no, yeah, it opened late in August in Japan. Didn't do well there. I think in the summer, like June or July, it also opened in China. Didn't do too well there either. So. Those are your 3 markets, especially for Power Rangers. Doesn't do well as an action film. Not doing well over like in.
Well, a lot of
Japan
those markets now are the reason why like
sometimes we get sequels.
Like Transformers
keep
getting
going.
sequels because they do fantastic over there. Pacific
because
Rim is getting a sequel of over there.
They can watch a action film and not really care that the film isn't good. You know what I mean? Because they're foreign.
It's like Godzilla, right?
Yeah,
It's like Godzilla movies are like the worst acted in terms of like theirs, right?
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck. They just want to watch Godzilla hit another fucking
monster. Yeah.
So which like that's why I've watched most Godzilla movies, because I'm like, I don't give a fuck what's going on in this movie. I care about the last 25 minutes where Godzilla just kicks the shit out of a giant turtle. Granted, our last Godzilla was actually pretty good.
I haven't seen those or Kong Skull Island.
Kong and Godzilla are both really good, and I can't wait till they fight each other.
I'll get around to watching it. Are they on Netflix? I think they both are.
They both are on Netflix, yeah.
Maybe I'll check them.
Yeah, you should. You got free time.
I
think we're good.
Yeah, I think we're good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you for joining us on another Talking Bull podcast. Remember to comment, like, follow, and subscribe. We come at you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with new videos, so be sure to watch all of those. We would really appreciate it. I'm Anthony. This is Nick. We're Talking Bull. See you next week.